So for my post-weigh day breakfast this morning, I have got 2 slices of the Nimble bread, which is my healthy extra B, 30 grams of cheddar, which is my healthy extra A coffee using some of my healthy extra A milk, and 2 sins of butter on each, which is 4 sins, and 2 easy peelers, and this is the same coffee. So that is my breakfast this morning. For dinner today, obviously not on plan. This is in a restaurant, so I have got the baked mushrooms for my starters with some bread, and I didn't eat it all, but I did have most of it. And then for my dinner, I have got the main course rather. I've got the rump steak with the onion loaf and some chips, and then a wedge of lettuce, and the sauce is mushroom and garlic. So obviously not on plan, but this is what I was having today. And then I did have sticky toffee pudding with ice cream for dessert. But there are 2 speedy strawberries on there. So I'm ending today on unknown sins, and after the news that we've just had in Wales, I'm really glad that we did manage to go out, just Jeff and I, for some food. And believe it or not, it's the first time either of us have ever been to Miller and Carter, so I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was absolutely relishing every mouthful. It took me ages to eat it. I didn't actually finish it all, but obviously it was very heavy on the sins. I really enjoyed. We had the festive menu, so we had 3 courses each, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So we also did a little shopping Costco, and if you saw my video the other day, you will have seen that I mentioned about an air fryer. We were shopping in Costco today, and we did have a little look to see if they had them in stock, but they didn't. And then as we were walking down by the bakery section, there was somebody that had one in their trolley. So we walked back up where all the electrical things are, and there was a man just pulling a pallet out of them. So we walked over, and they were £10 cheaper. So they were £33 minus the VAT, £40 something including the VAT. So I went to the membership desk and asked them that because I haven't received mine yet, that when I received it, could we return it? And obviously that's fine, no problem. So I bought it. So I'm going to try that out tomorrow. I'm going to put a little bit of footage as well of the Costco shop, because it was so quiet. It was a Saturday. It's the Saturday before Christmas, and it was really quiet there. So for those of you that like Costco, that like shopping, that haven't been able to get out, have a little look. For those of you that haven't been, this is what Costco looks like. I don't know whether anybody's interested in that. So as you can see, it's absolutely deathly quiet there. Now, probably because lots of people have already done their shopping, but I expected it to be a lot busier than this. I mean, they've got everything in Costco if you've never been and wondered what sort of things they do sell. They've got every department you can think of, from electrical goods to fruit and veg. So everything. I mean, there's lovely bath bombs here. They did have some really nice gifts, but not as many, because the last time I went, there was loads of Christmas things on offer. And I don't know whether, obviously it's getting closer to Christmas now, so they're probably either selling the display stock or just putting it away ready for next year. I don't know what they do with it, but this was lovely. But it's not the cheapest, but I thought that was a really good price, and then I thought that was quite expensive. But the jewellery, some of it is really expensive, like in the sort of 4,000-5,000 range. And they've got handbags, there's hoovers and fridges. They've got everything you can think of there. So I do keep walking past this and dropping little hints to Jeff, but he hasn't got that yet. So I did pop to see if my air fryer was here, and as you can see, when we walked down the aisle, it wasn't there. And then we walked further on down. We walked further then down by the bakery, and obviously that's when Jeff spotted it in somebody's trolley. So back we came, and then we did see it. But they've got literally everything you can think of, and then there's even clothes there. So they've got babies, children's, women's and men's, and they've got shoes. I think there's footwear and boots and everything there. So I love going. I mean, we don't often buy huge amounts of stuff from there. This was really cute. I thought that would be nice as a little present. And these, I love them, but then I saw the price. I'd love those outside my house, but when I saw the price, they were £136. I thought that was really expensive. Just me, or is that really expensive? I don't think, they're not real, they're fake. But yes, loved shopping. It was nice and quiet, because so many shops these days I find have got queues outside them. And I think this was the Christmas aisle. So they did have obviously your usual tins of biscuits and cookies and the chocolates and things. I think the chocolates are on the other side, but I did go there. And obviously, if this is not your bag and you want to speed me up, I'm not going to be offended at all. But these, I saw these and oh my days, why I didn't buy them, I'll never know. I looked at them and thought they were really nice, but then thought they're going to be really high in sins and far too tempting for me. But they were a really good price. And then next to them, I saw these, which would probably be a better idea and might work out cheaper. But I can never find the sins for things on Costco, and you've always got to use the estimator then. But those reminded me of the Mallow and Marsh things. Not that I've ever had them, but I've seen them on lots of people's channels. And I thought for that big bag, that wasn't a bad price. Obviously, everybody loves some panettone at Christmas. Well, I love panettone. I don't know whether you do, but I'm just a bread kind of person. And those Belgian waffles, if you've never tasted them, they are amazing. They're covered in sugar. They're totally bad for you, and they are absolutely delicious. But these are the Lindor. Obviously, who doesn't love Lindt? It is my favourite chocolate. Don't have it often, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And some of the prices here again, they will be cheaper than places like Tesco, but not all the time either. I find that with Costco, obviously, you're kind of bulk buying. So sometimes it works out cheaper, sometimes it doesn't. These Ferrero Rochers, now I have seen, I think, a Slim and Will version, so I'm going to give those a go over the weekend. My kids would have loved this as a child, as children, because two of my children actually play basketball for Wales. So Jack and Tasha both used to play club basketball and then went abroad and did really wonderful things when they were doing that, and they would have absolutely loved that game. So there we are. They've got fruit and veg, they've got all the bread stuff, and then they've got a bakery section. And this is when Jeff was calling me and then off I went. And there I saw, and now I do need a blender. I didn't buy one, but I need one. And this is where we saw the air fryer. So as I said earlier, picked one up. I'm going to return the one that gets delivered, and then happy days. Thank you so much for watching. Ending today on Unknown Sins, and I will see you tomorrow with my weighing update.